It was a cold, rainy night in Chicago when I saw the email that destroyed my world. Again. Attached was a photo of my wife, the same wife I buried 5 years ago after a deadly plane crash. She was alive, laughing on a beach in Miami, with my best friend, and they were living off the $2 million life insurance payout from her death. That was the moment I stopped grieving and started planning revenge. Hit subscribe for more jaw-dropping revenge stories. Let's get into it. My name is Jack Harlan, and 5 years ago, my world ended over the Atlantic Ocean. I was 42 then, a successful real estate developer in Chicago, with a loving wife, Emily, and 2 kids, our daughter Lily, 10, and son Max, 8. We had the American dream, a spacious house in the suburbs, vacations to Disney World, and a marriage that seemed rock solid after 15 years. Emily was the light of our lives, blonde, blue-eyed, with a laugh that could fill a room. She worked as a marketing consultant, jetting off to conferences while I closed deals on high-rises. That fateful trip was to a seminar in London. "Just a quick flight, honey," she said, kissing me goodbye at O'Hare Airport. "I'll be back before you know it." The call came at 2 a.m., a voice from the airline. "Mr. Harlan, there's been an incident with Flight 487. My heart stopped. The plane had gone down mid-flight, mechanical failure suspected. No survivors. Emily's body was never recovered, lost to the depths of the ocean. The grief hit like a tsunami. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Lily cried herself to bed every night, clutching Emily's favorite scarf. Max asked when Mommy was coming home, and I had no answers. Friends rallied around us. Barbecues turned into memorials, neighbors dropping off casseroles. My best friend, Tom Reynolds, was my rock. We'd been buddies since college at Northwestern, shared beers after Bears games, even vacationed together. He helped with the kids, handled the paperwork, and stood by me at the empty casket funeral. Then came the insurance payout. Emily had a $2 million life policy through my company, standard for executive spouses. The check arrived 3 months later, tax-free. I invested most of it in trusts for the kids' college funds, used some to pay off the mortgage, and tried to move on. But moving on? That's a joke. I dated sporadically, but no one compared to Emily. Work became my escape, flipping properties in the Windy City, building a portfolio worth millions. Life trudged forward. Lily grew into a teenager, acing her SATs and dreaming of NYU. Max discovered soccer, scoring goals like a pro. I turned 47, graying at the temples, but stable, until that random Tuesday in Miami. Business took me to Florida. A client wanted to offload a beachfront condo development in South Beach. I flew down for inspections, staying at a swanky hotel on Ocean Drive. After a long day of negotiations, I hit a rooftop bar for a drink, alone, as usual. That's when I saw her. Across the crowded patio, a woman in a red sundress, laughing with a man at a corner table. Her back was to me, but something about her posture, the way she tilted her head, the familiar wave of her hand, sent chills down my spine. No, it couldn't be. I edged closer, heart pounding. She turned slightly, and there it was, Emily's profile. The same delicate nose, the high cheekbones. But her hair was darker, auburn instead of blonde. Plastic surgery? Contacts instead of glasses? My mind raced. I pulled out my phone, snapped a discreet photo, and retreated to my room. Back in the hotel, I zoomed in. It was her, or a doppelganger so perfect it defied logic. I called Tom. He was in Chicago, watching the kids for the weekend. "Tom, you're not going to believe this. I think I saw Emily in Miami." Silence on the line. Then, "Jack, buddy, it's been 5 years. Grief plays tricks. You sure it wasn't just someone who looks like her?" "No, man, it's her. I'm emailing you the photo." He sighed. "Okay, send it. but don't do anything rash. Come home, we'll figure it out." I didn't listen. That night, I couldn't sleep. I scoured social media, reverse image searched the photo. Nothing. Then, my third night, there she was again, with the same man. This time, I followed them. They left in a sleek Mercedes, heading to a luxury condo in Betrayal. I noted the address, tailed them discreetly. The man, tall, dark-haired, familiar somehow, valet parked, and they disappeared inside. I waited hours, then approached the doorman with a $50 bill. "Who owns Unit 1502? He pocketed it. "Mr. and Mrs. Thompson. Nice couple. Been here 2 years. Thompson? Emily's maiden name was Harlan, but her mother's was Thompson. Coincidence? I drove back to the hotel, mind reeling. If Emily was alive, why fake her death? The insurance, $2 million. But she was the beneficiary? No, the policy was on her life, payable to me. Wait, that didn't make sense. Digging into old emails, I found the policy details. It was a joint policy, but upon her death, it paid out to the survivor, me. But if she faked it, how did she access the money? Unless someone helped her siphon it. Tom, my best friend, who handled the paperwork, who invested the payout, who always seemed flush these days, new car, vacations to the Bahamas. The man with Emily looked like Tom from behind. No, impossible. I flew home the next day, confronted Tom over beers at our local pub, showed him the photo. His face paled. "Jack, that's uncanny, but it's not her. Has to be a lookalike." "You're sure?" "Positive. Emily's gone, man. Let it go." But I couldn't. I hired a private investigator, Mike Vargas, a grizzled ex-cop from Miami PD. Find out everything about the Thompsons in Betrayal Unit 1502. 2 weeks later, Mike's report hit my inbox. Sarah Thompson, 42, marketing consultant, moved from New York 5 years ago. Facial recognition match to Emily Harlan, 95%. Husband, David Thompson, real estate investor. But the photo? It was Tom. Fake ID, new name. They'd faked her death, claimed the insurance through me, and Tom had been diverting funds. Bank records showed transfers to offshore accounts in the Caymans. Emily, or Sarah, was alive, living lavishly on my money with my best friend. Rage boiled, but I played it cool. Didn't confront them yet. I needed proof, a plan, revenge. The PI's report was damning. Emily had boarded the flight to London, records confirmed. But the crash? Flight 487 went down, 200 souls lost. How did she survive? Mike dug deeper. Turns out Emily never made it to London. She deplaned at a YFK layover with a fake passport. The body was unrecoverable because there wasn't one. She slipped away, met Tom in Miami, and they started over. But the insurance? Tom, as my financial advisor, unofficially, had access to my accounts. He'd siphoned up $1.8 million over 5 years. Small transfers disguised as investments gone bad. The kids' trusts? Intact. But my personal savings? Gutted. I felt like a fool. All those bad deals Tom apologized for? His pockets. The vacations he took solo? With Emily. I lawyered up. Called my attorney, Sarah Klein, a shark in fraud cases. "Jack, this is insurance fraud, wire fraud, identity theft, federal crimes. We can nail them. But I want more than jail. I want my life back." We built a case, hired forensics to trace the money, got subpoenas for bank records. Meanwhile, I acted normal around Tom. Golf outings, barbecues. Inside, I seethed. Lily noticed my distraction. "Dad, what's wrong?" "Nothing, sweetie, just work." But Max, he overheard a call with the PI. "Dad, is Mom alive?" I froze. "Why would you say that?" "I had a dream. She was in Florida." Kids' intuition. I sat them down. "Guys, something crazy happened. Mom might be okay, but it's complicated. Their eyes widened, hope mixed with confusion. I swore them to secrecy. Weeks turned into months. The evidence piled up. Emails between Tom and Emily planning the fake death. A contact in the airline who helped alter manifests? No. Turns out Emily used a body double, a homeless woman with similar build, paid to board in her place. Gruesome, but unproven. The crash was real, her escape was the lie. Sarah Klein connected me with the FBI. Agent Ramirez took the case. Mr. Harlan, this is big, multi-state fraud. We'll set a sting. The plan? Lure them to a yacht party in Miami. I'd invite Tom for a business deal, a fake investment opportunity worth millions. Emily would come thinking it was safe. I called Tom. Hey buddy, big deal in Miami, beachfront properties, need your expertise. Fly down next weekend? He bit. Sounds great, I'll book tickets. Little did he know, the yacht was wired. FBI on board as investors, cameras rolling. The day arrived. Miami heat, ocean breeze. The yacht, Sea Dream, bobbed in the marina. 100 feet of luxury, rented for the sting. I arrived early, wired by the FBI. Agent Ramirez in my ear. Stay calm, get confessions. Tom and Emily. Sarah showed up arm in arm, tanned and smiling. She wore sunglasses, but I knew those eyes. Jack, long time no see. Tom clapped my back. Emily froze momentarily. Hi, Jack. Tom said this was business. I forced a smile. It is. Come aboard. We cruised out to sea. Champagne flowed. Investors chatted. Then, in the salon, I dropped the bomb. Tom, Emily, or should I say Sarah, let's talk real business. Emily's glass shattered. What? I pulled out photos, bank statements. I know everything. The crash, the fraud, the affair. Tom laughed nervously. Jack, you're paranoid. Emily's dead. No, she's right here. I yanked off her sunglasses. Admit it. The room tensed, FBI ready. Emily broke first. Jack, it wasn't supposed to be like this. The marriage was over. Tom and I, we fell in love. You faked your death for $2 million? Left our kids? Tom snarled. You were always working. She deserved better. The insurance was easy. I handled the claim, diverted funds. Confession on tape. FBI swarmed. You're under arrest. Handcuffs clipped. Emily sobbed. I'm sorry, Jack. Too late. The trial was a media circus. Chicago man exposes wife's fake death. Headlines everywhere. Emily and Tom got 10 years each for fraud. I recovered $2 million. The kids? Therapy helped. Lily forgave slowly. Max was resilient. We moved to Florida. Fresh start. I remarried a kind teacher named Anna. Life's good now, but the scar remains. If betrayal hits you, fight back. Truth wins.